Hi everyone, how are you? Alright, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to solve quadratic equations here by using completing the square method. Okay, of course, there are a few methods. You can use factorization method, you can use formula, but in this video, I will just focus on this method. Alright, let's get started. Okay, for example, question number 1 here. Solve these quadratic equations by using completing the square method. This is a quadratic equation because the highest power here is 2. Okay, so how do we use completing the square method? First of all, our a here must be 1. Okay, a is the coefficient of x squared. When you look here, the coefficient is already 1. So we can skip that step. Okay, that is the first step. Number 2, then we factorize the first two terms here. We factorize this one, it becomes x plus b over 2 square. Okay, what does it mean? It means that, so these two here will becomes x plus, now your b is 4, right? So you divide by 2. Okay, always divide by 2. Okay, so x plus 4 divided by 2 is 2 square. Okay, so that 2b will becomes x plus 2 square. But when we expand this one, right? When we expand this one here, we try to expand this one. This is actually x squared plus 4x plus 4, right? X squared, and then the middle one, 2 times x plus times 2 is 4x, and then plus 4, which is not equivalent to these two terms here. There is additional term here, which is 4. So what do we do with this is, we just minus it back. So whatever you have here, right, you just minus 2 square, okay, and then you continue with that, minus 9 equals to 0. Okay, these three terms here will give you, actually, I will expand again, yeah, x squared plus 4x plus 4, that's from here, and then minus 2 square is minus 4. And then this actually will give you x squared plus 4x, right? Isn't that equals to this? So actually here we are not changing the value, we are just changing the form. Okay, they are actually equal to each other. Okay, so the reason is so that we can find our x here. Okay, as you can see here, your x is only at this term. Unlike here, it is at two places, here and here. So which will be very difficult for us to find x. Okay. Then after that, what do you do? Starting from this negative sign here, you get the value, okay? This is actually negative 4 minus 9, which is negative 13, right? So I will write here, x plus 2, do not expand again, yeah? Minus 13 equals to 0. Then from here, you see, it gets simpler. So we find our x here. So we move the 13 over to the other side. You will get x plus 2 equals to square equals to 13. Okay, therefore maybe your x plus 2 equals to opposite of square is square root. So we will get square root of 13. But remember, when you square root of 13, you have two values here, which is positive square root 13 and negative square root 13. So therefore we have another one. X plus 2 equals to, I write here negative 13. Yeah? Okay. So from here, we will write our x will be, these two we bring over, become square root 13 minus 2, right? So square root 13, where is it? Square root 13 minus 2. That will gives you, there are 3 decimal places, 1.606. Is it 3 decimal places? Yeah, 3 decimal places. So round off carefully. 3 decimal places is here, and then look, the next digit is 5. Okay, so you need to add 1 to the previous digit. So it's 1.606. So here we write 1.606. Okay, the other one will be negative square root 13. What is that? Minus 2, right? Minus 2. So we will get negative 5.606. So your x here equals to negative 5.606. See, that's how you do. Okay, just follow these steps here. First, your a must be 1. Okay. Number 2, factorize the first two terms and then don't forget to minus b over 2 square. Okay. We'll see next example. Yeah, we try again. Okay. Here, first of all, you have to arrange so that you have your general form here. General form means your right hand side must be equals to 0. So I will rearrange this one. X squared minus 3x minus 5 equals to 0. This one we bring over becomes negative 3x. Bring over becomes negative 5. Okay, negative, negative. Okay, so your first step is a must be 1. Here we can skip the step because a already 1. Number 2, we factorize the first two terms becomes like this. X plus b over 2 square. Once you plus, you have to minus it back. Remember, the expansion of this will give you additional term, so we have to minus it back. Okay, so from here, by following that one, we just x, if this is negative here, okay, here we write negative 3, then we divide by 2, yeah, over 2 square. Okay, here also actually is over 2, but then 4 over 2 is a nice number, that's why I just write 2. It's okay if you have fractions, don't worry. Okay, so x minus 3 over 2. Once you do like this, you have to minus back this term here. Okay, 3 over 2 here. Minus it back. Okay, 3 over 2 square. And then here just copy negative 5 equals to 0. Okay, we try to expand these two terms here. We expand that one, we will give you, I expand this one first, yeah. That will give you x squared minus, what is this? This is 2 times 3 over 2, cut. So we'll get negative 3x, and here square you will get plus 3 over 2 square is 9 over 4. Okay, and here you will get minus 9 over 4. See, isn't that 0? This one is 0. Alright, and then this thing here, isn't that equals to this? Yeah, and then this one you just copy back. Okay, so actually it's still balanced here. We are not changing any of the values here. We are just changing the form so that we can find our x easily. Alright, so from here, we get this value here. We just press calculator lah, yeah. Start from negative. I start from here, negative. Okay, 3 over 2 square. But if you know it's 9 over 4, just write 9 over 4 lah. Okay, and then minus 5. What is that? Give in decimals, you get negative 7.25. So here we'll give you negative 7.25. Okay, negative 7.25. Just write. It's okay. You can write in decimals or you can write in fractions. It's up to you. Okay, I will just write in fractions. So I will get here negative 7.25 equals to 0. Then here we'll still have x minus 3 over 2 square. Okay, actually you want to straight away move over here also can, but here in this case I just show you one by one, yeah. So now your x is at this term only, so easy for us to find. Okay, we move this one over here, we will get 7.25. Okay, so that will give you x minus 3 over 2 square. Okay, one more step, and then from here this square we bring over to the other side, it becomes square root. Okay, remember every time you square root you must have positive negative. Okay, so I will split it into 2. X minus 3 over 2 equals to square root 7.25, and then the other one will be x minus 3 over 2 equals to negative square root 7.25. Right, therefore your x, then this one I bring over here, it becomes plus 3 over 2. Yeah, here also plus 3 over 2. Okay, I will press calculator. What is that? For the first one here, positive square root 7.25, third of 7.25. Okay, here we bring over becomes plus, right? So plus 3 over 2. Okay, so that will give you what is this? Okay, change to decimals. They want 3 decimal places, so 4.193. Okay, I will write here x equals to 4.193. Okay, the other one will give you, we press Actually, we can just insert the negative sign here. No need to press many times. Okay, it's shift insert negative. So then press, you will get, what is that? Negative 1.193, because here is 5, right? So we have to add 1. Negative 1.193. Okay, that's the answers. Kenya. So again, I'm going to show you another 2 examples. Hopefully from here, you can do by your own, yeah? Okay, next one here. Okay, now your A is not 1. So what do? We make it 1. If it's okay if it is not 1. You just, since this is an equation, you can just divide all by 2, divide 2, divide 2, divide 2. Okay? So once you divide by 2, you will get x squared minus 6 over 2 is 3x plus 3 over 2 equals to 0. Okay, so that's the first step just now. A must be equals to 1. If your A is not 1, so what do? You just divide all by your A here. If it is 5, then divide by 5. If it is negative 10, then divide by negative 10. Okay, then after that, the second step is you just write like this, x plus b over 2 square. And then don't forget to minus it back. Okay, so what happened here? X, okay, if this is negative, so here we put negative, yeah? Negative 3 over 2. Always over 2. Okay? Square. And then after you plus, you have to minus this thing back. This term. Okay? Just minus 3 over 2. Why do I write? Oops, sorry. Eraser. Okay, so I'll put here negative 3 over 2 square. Is that okay? Negative 3 over 2 square. And then, this is for these 2, yeah? Here, you just copy it back lah. Okay, plus 3 over 2 equals to 0. This 3 is actually here, yeah? They are the same, right? I will show you again one more time. So this one, when we expand, it will give us x minus x square. Okay, x square minus 2 times this is negative. Sorry, x squared minus 3x plus 9 over 4. Okay, then you have to minus it back, minus 9 over 4. So this thing will give you 0. So what happened here? We press calculator from this negative sign onwards, yeah? Okay, so let's press. So that will give us negative bracket 3 over 2 square plus 3 over 2. Okay, that is a negative 3 over 4. Okay, I will write here negative 3 over 4 equals to 0. And here is x minus 3 over 2 square. Can, yeah? So then after that, we split. Okay, split into 2 because this one we bring over to the right side and then we square root. Okay, so what happened there? It becomes x minus 3 over 2 square equals to 3 over 4. Okay, one more step. Then we will get x minus 3 over 2. Maybe I will just, okay, 2. Okay, one is positive, 3 over 4. And the other one is x minus 3 over 2 equals to negative 3 over 4. Okay, your x will be, then this one you just transfer there. It becomes plus 3 over 2. Here also plus 3 over 2. Okay, so let's press. Square root 3 over 4, right? This is this, yeah? Plus 3 over 2. Plus 3, sorry. Should be outside. Sorry, plus 3 over 2. Okay, so that would give you, convert to decimal. I just press this SD here. We'll get 2.366. Okay, so here is 2.366. Okay, and then this one is the same thing, but here in front of the set 3 over 4 we have negative. So what do? I just move the cursor here, and then and then I see this INS. INS stands for insert. Okay, so we insert that one, so we will get negative. Okay, we just put negative, so it will gives you negative 0.633. Okay, look, here is 9, so you have to add 1 to the previous digit, so it's 0.634. So your x here will be 0.634. 0 point what again? 634. 634. Yeah, settle. Then now, one more example. Okay, let's see one more example. Then after that, hopefully you can do by yourself, yeah? Okay, look at this. We have to get our general form. General form says that right-hand side must be equals to 0. Okay, so I will arrange first negative 2x squared minus, I don't like this negative actually, but never mind. And then this one I bring over to the other side. It becomes plus 6 equals to 0. Okay, first step, a must be 1. Okay, if a is 1, then easy for us to factorize later on. Okay, so what happened here? To make it a1, so all this we divide by negative 2. Divide by negative 2. So divide by negative 2, here will gives you x squared only. Negative 7 over 2 is actually positive 7 over 2x plus, I don't think this is plus, right? Negative 6 divided by negative 2 is 3. Negative 3 equals to 0. Okay, what happened to these two terms here? We factorize just like that. X, okay, look, here is 7 over 2. 7 over 2, you divide again by 2. What you will get is 7 over 4. 7 over 2 times 1 over 2. So when you divide by 2, you get 7 over 4. Okay, so if this is positive, again I said if this is positive, then here is positive. Plus 7 over 4 square. Remember, we have to minus it back. Minus whatever you have here. Doesn't matter positive or negative. You just minus the number. 7 over 4 square. And then this one, you just copy. Okay, positive 3 equals to 0. Okay, let's press calculator from here, yeah, from there. Okay, after the bracket. So I will start negative 7 over 4 square plus 3. Okay, so it's negative 1 over 16. So I will write here, what do I write? I will write x plus 7 over 4 square minus 1 over 16 just now, right? Yeah, all this is 1 over 16. So negative 1 over 16 equals to 0. Okay? And then after that, then you can solve your x already. This one we bring over, then we square root, then we minus 7 over 4. If you can imagine that steps, you can just jump to the answer. But in this case, I will show you one by one. You do not need to show one by one in exam, yeah? Up to this level, you can straight away give your x. That's it. Okay? In this video, I will just show you so that you understand. Okay, so therefore, your x here, x plus 7 over 4 here. This one I bring over, will becomes 1 over 16. And then I split into 2. X plus 7 over 4 equals to square root 1 over 16. And then the other one, x plus 7 over 4 equals to negative square root 1 over 16. Okay, so then after that, you find your x. X equals to, yeah, let's see. 1 square root 1 over 16, square root 1 over 16. I bring over, here becomes negative 7 over 4. Okay, so the plus and minus sign here is very important. If you put it wrongly, then your final answer is wrong. Like instead of minus, then you go and plus, then that is wrong, isn't it? Okay, so minus, oops, sorry, careful in pressing your calculator. Minus, you see, it's still under the root. Move the cursor. Minus 7 over 4. Okay, so that is negative 3 over 2. So we write here negative 3 over 2. Okay, for the other one, it's exactly the same, right? This one, when you bring over, also minus 7 over 4. But here, inside here, in front here, you must put negative. So how do I do that? Instead of typing it back, so I need to insert negative sign here, right? So we use this ins function here. Okay, so to get that insert function, shift, insert. Okay, then you can insert the negative sign. Okay, so then you write, the answer is negative 2. So you have to press that insert functions. If you don't write, for example, here, right? If you don't write, you cannot. Is it? Can or not? Without insert, does it work? Hey, it works. Oh, you can just add. You do not need to insert. Sorry, but the other calculator you have to insert. Oh, in this case, you can just insert anywhere you wish, right? Oh, that's great. Okay, this is a good calculator. All right, so yeah, that's it. That's how you solve quadratic equation by completing the square. Yeah. Okay. First of all, a must be 1. Okay. If it's not, then you have to make it 1. And then after that, you just plus x plus b over 2 square. And then after you plus b over 2, you have to minus it back, b over 2, so that back to initial value. All right. So yeah, it's quite simple actually. Okay. So if you don't understand, you replay again this video. Okay. Follow step by step. All right. And then hopefully you can do by your own. All right. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you again in my next video. Goodbye, everyone. See ya.